Havarin, welcome back to Estoria Ta. Chelu, the sakman, has had many years of sailing under its belt. It's participated in events such as the Pacific Islands Festival in San Diego, and also was featured in the Festival of Sail, which is hosted by the Maritime Museum of San Diego. But now Chelu is about to embark on one of its most important journeys yet. It will debut in the Festival of the Pacific Arts. For Mario Borja, it's a journey that's finally come full circle.
Coming home is probably the last chapter of this canoe, because its inception, its idea, the original canoe that George Anson destroyed came from Guam. So it's proper that we replace that, we bring it here. Being here with the other seafaring groups, Tasi, Tatasa, and Ulitao, it would send a message to the other island nations that we are part of the larger seafaring community of Oceania, be it Micronesia, and Polynesia, and Melanesia. Canoes are our identity, so we're back. We're very happy to be back, to be part of FESPAC.
As part of Guam's Diaspora delegation, he's honored to be given the opportunity to participate.
We know that there are more Chamorros in the United States than in Guam, Saipan, and all the islands combined. So it just is fair to include the Diaspora folks back there. And I'm glad, because when the renaissance for canoe building and seafaring started back in 2008 with the building of the Sina, which is just over the horizon, right across the bay there. It sparked a similar renaissance back in San Diego and the United States, and we took the lead on it. And when you talk about FESPAC, you talk canoes. It's just the canoes and is to islands as islands are to canoes. So it's an identity, and it was included in the FESPAC as part of the many traditional arts, and it was almost natural for us to get involved, because we're the only group in the United States doing seafaring activities.
Like Mario, Tony is honored to be a delegate to the Festival of the Pacific Arts. Not only is he proud to present their sakman, but also looks forward to learning about other cultures and their seafaring traditions.
I'm very looking forward to seeing what is going to be brought here from the other islands. And again, I'm just so thankful that I'm able to be selected, and hopefully I'm gonna do them proud. I know we're looking forward to meeting other people from other countries, other islands, and we want to showcase our own culture and our own boat, and hopefully by getting together we learn from each other. Of things that they're traditionally kept up, and things that we've lost.
As for son Mike, this is his very first trip to Guam. He's 29 years old.
I tell you, when we were flying in, we took a very circuitous route and went through Manila. So we were, coming up from the southwest as we were flying in, and I was looking out the window the whole time. I wanted to get the first glimpse of the island that I could as I was coming in, and I had tears streaming down my face when we were descending, because I knew that this is the land that my ancestors had. This is the land that my ancestors settled more than 4,000 years ago. How many people around the world can say that their ancestors settled a place 4,000 years and survived that long, despite rule from outside powers, despite war, despite devastation? We survived. So, you know, it's very fortunate for me to this to be my first time here, especially because I'm part of the sakman, you know, being here. I'm going to be a delegate for FESPAC, which I feel also very fortunate that I was selected to be for that.
Mike's main goal for FESPAC is to be able to collaborate and learn from all the other seafarers that will be participating.
I've come to realize that it's so important to islands. There's no way we could have settled all of Oceania as a group of islanders without extremely deep seafaring knowledge. And so I really want to speak with and learn from the other cultures that didn't have their seafaring suppressed by outside powers. You know, a lot of Micronesians, they've known for hundreds of years, while the Chamorros didn't, how to build their canoes and how to navigate. The late Papa Mau Pialuk from Satawal, you know, even himself, you know, said that Guam was one of the centers of learning for seafaring. And so I think it's important that we sort of reconnect our ties to the past with our seafaring neighbors from the other islands.
But as we reconnect with the past, Mike says it's just as important for his generation to look toward the future, to preserve and perpetuate the traditions of our ancestors.
I think it's important that people my age, my generation, and younger realize the importance of what the Sakman Chamorro project from San Diego, what Tasa and Tasi are doing here on the island, as well as Ranafazi's Ulitau. It's important for people my age to see what this is, what we're doing, and wish to continue it. Because if my parents' generation, my dad's generation, Uncle Mario, you know, Uncle Ron, if it ends with them, it's going to end again. We'll lose it again. We really will. And I have a very deep fear for that after being involved with this, that it'll get lost again. But I'm hoping that by having this, you know, this public presence here, and especially with FESPAC right around the corner, that people on the island of my generation, you know, the millennials who always get called lazy, you know, and self-righteous, you know, and always want to gimme, gimme, gimme. It's important for us to recognize that no, we need to give back, and we need to embrace who we are as a people, how we got here, and help move that forward and continue this for our children and our children's children.
It's these stories about our traditions and culture that we hope you will pass along to future generations. And if you get a chance, make sure to stop by the Festival of the Pacific Arts scheduled for Guam on May 22nd through June 4th. I'm Sabrina Salas Matson for watching Estoria Ta.